You guys, the food that we are consuming, it is not real. It is not real food. They are poisoning us with the food that we are now consuming. I want y'all to take a look at these clips and tell me what y'all think is going on.
Just sitting here scrolling through minding my business and I come across this video. Check it out.
I wanted to try this experiment, man, with Walmart wheat bread just to see if it's true. Bro, this ain't no fucking bread, dog. I don't fuck with Walmart anyway, but I don't know what the fuck this is. But this a motherfucking sponge or something, nigga. Like this.
So I figured you can't just believe everything you see on the internet. Let's go try it.
It's a keto-friendly bread. We got all these, the Love and Fresh. Look, this ain't no damn bread, bro. What is going on? This is a sponge. Look at this. This is some bread. This is supposed to be salt.
All right. And because I didn't want you to waste your time saying, well, that's just the button of the bread, of course it's going to do that. We also tried this.
All right, to prove that's not just the butt end of the bread, I'm going to take just a regular slice.
Not even the damn keto choices.
That is not bread. So you know, the more you know.
And there you have it, my people. In bread, it's only supposed to have 4 ingredients: water, flour, yeast, salt.
Exactly like real. The beef you eat may not be real. All beef now can be made with 3D printing technology. This kind of beef not only looks exactly like real beef, but also tastes better than real beef. The most important thing is, whether you want to eat Australian beef or Japanese Wagyu beef, you can do it through 3D printing. Today, let's take a look at how scientists print beef. First, scientists will extract stem cells from cattle and place them in a specially designed culture dish. This culture dish simulates the body environment of cattle, allowing stem cells to continue to divide and grow when enough cells are produced. Then scientists divide the beef into white fat and red muscle. The two materials are set according to the proportion of the printing plan. The printing program is input into the machine. Finally, the 3D printer will print out the set beef style. The entire printing process is carried out in a sterile environment. After printing, the beef is transferred to the growth chamber for further development. After a few weeks, the printed beef forms tissues and fibers similar to real beef. At this time, the fake beef is ready. It is no different from real beef.
Look at these avocados. You have a bunch of normal avocados, right? And then secretly, you have Bill Gates bioengineered avocado, a peel. Whenever you see this avocado, you want to avoid this at all costs. It's biochemically engineered.
So here's what you want to look for. Well, here's what you make sure you don't want to see on your apple. When you have a 4 there, that means it's covered and coated in pesticides, and it's covered with a wax. So every time you eat an apple, you're eating a layer of wax and plastic that's around the apple. Only get your food that starts with a 9, not a 4.
This infuriates me. Don't touch anything that Bill Gates gets his hands on. What's crazy is this is still considered organic by the FDA, even though 99% of the ingredients in that wax coating is not disclosed. Would you eat this?
So, as you can see, we are in a food crisis in America. And I've been hearing about our food being poisoned for a while, like the food that they are feeding us. I've been hearing about bioengineered products and all the MSG and all the new chemicals being put into food that is completely not good for us. And now they're giving us this lab meat. So it's like, you're darned if you do, you're darned if you don't. Okay, it's like, what could we do? So my point is, what we need to be really doing more than anything is to be praying over our food. I mean, pleading the blood of Jesus over everything, even the snacks that you eat. Okay, pray over everything. But you know, of course we have to eat, right? We have to go and buy food to eat, to support our families, and you know, to live and survive. So my suggestion would be, try to find farms. Like, if you know somewhere, even if you gotta drive out, even if you have to drive out somewhere to go and get your food and purchase your food from like a small farmer who has cattle, they have cows, they butcher their cows down, and they, you know, they you know, they have chickens, they're giving you eggs from a chicken. Like, you know, the stuff is real food off of a farm that's not full of pesticides and all kinds of chemicals that they're spraying down our foods with and creating in labs. If you know that it came from a farmer, it will probably, you know, put you a little bit more at ease, you know, knowing that you're eating something that's real. Even if you got to spend the extra $1, y'all, it's worth it. It's worth our health, because let me tell y'all, this new food is causing cancer. People are getting sick. It is slowly killing us. It is slowly killing us, you all. So we need to be more conscious about what we're putting in our bodies. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need to really start reading the back of the labels. I mean, I've been doing this for years now, but read the back of your labels, see what is in it. If you cannot pronounce the words that is on the back of these labels, 9 times out of 10, we just really don't need to be eating it. You know, if it's a whole paragraph, not maybe 1 or 2 or 3 things, okay. But if it is like a whole paragraph this big, sometimes twice this big, of food ingredients that you have never heard of and you can't even pronounce, 9 times out of 10 it's a silent killer. It's a silent, it's going to unalive us eventually if we continuously eat this type of food. So I just want to really inform and educate those, because many of us know, many of us have known this for years, that, you know, this is what's happening to our food. Now, they're probably just now coming out with this, telling us like this is what they're doing with our food, but they've more than likely been doing this for years. You may not all of a sudden, you know, so sometimes things happen over time. You wonder, like, how did I get sick? Like, how did this illness come along? How did I get, you know, cancer or whatever it is? Sometimes these things happen over time, and it's because of what we've been consuming. So when you know better, you do better. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't just continuously say, oh, well, I've been eating it for all this time and it ain't been doing nothing. Okay, well, it may be another year or 2 where it catches up to you. You know what I'm saying? It may be a year or another year. God forbid, I don't wish that on anybody. But if we keep eating this overly processed food, this meat and all of this stuff that we don't know what it is. Now, I'm not saying not to never buy the meat again. It's just now you can't even tell what's real and what's fake. So that is just like, man, what do we do? But what I'm going to start doing is I'm living in a city, y'all. I'm living in a city. I am nowhere near a farm. Okay, I have no farms nowhere near me. But what I am going to start doing is taking the drive out to go find somewhere where I know that this food came from an actual animal. I know my eggs is from an actual chicken. I'm gonna do another video where it's like they are creating everything in labs. I mean, even our eggs, y'all. Even the eggs. It's insane. The cabbage, like it's so much. It's so much. And so it's like, you know, the best thing we can do is really just pray over everything and ask God to just let it do us no hurt or harm. Because, you know, just like Paul, he drank poison and it didn't hurt him. God said you shall drink poison and it shall not hurt nor harm you. So you just pray over it. And somehow supernaturally, I'm believing that whatever I have consumed already or have in my home that it may not be real, I'm asking God to let it do me no harm, restore it to its original intent for my body, supernaturally make it real. You know, there's nothing God cannot do, okay? But I mean, this whole food thing, we're having there's a true food crisis, and I'm big on, you know, preparing for what's to come. So yeah, we're still gonna store up, we're still gonna stock up on what we need to have, because, you know, some food, whatever, you know, is better than no food, whether it may be the healthiest for us or not. We need to survive. If we couldn't get anything, we need to have something. So I'm big on just still preparing and putting in your house what you can, but just be mindful of certain brands. And just because it is the most known and most popular brand don't mean it's the best brand, okay? So just be careful with what you are buying and what you are consuming. Let's be more cautious about our health and what we put into our bodies, because remember, this body is a temple and we want to take good care of it while we are in it. All right, so I love you guys. I will be back with more. You share this video to your family and friends, show them what's going on with what they're putting in their bodies, and give them some suggestions for better options, you know, something that we can do. If you know better options, put it in the comments, share it with the community. We're a family here. Like, let's put each other up on game. Let's put each other, let's give the information that's needed to be put out so that we can help one another. All right, so I love you all. I will be back, and just share, like, subscribe, you know, all the things. And I hope you all have a great rest of your day or night.